It is an honor and a privilege to be here with you today. I am humbled to be back on this vibrant campus. I come here quite often. I try to get here at least once a year. So, when I graduated back in 1985, Elie Wiesel was our commencement speaker. Now, I don't know about you, but if I had to choose between Elie Wiesel or the former star of Dirty Sexy Money, the choice is clear. Elie may have won the Nobel Prize, been knighted by the Queen, and survived Nazi Germany. But did he get to kiss Sharon Stone on the big screen? He may speak 5 languages, won the Congressional Medal of Honor and the Presidential Medal of Freedom, but did he have a cameo in Forgetting Sarah Marshall? I think not. You've chosen wisely. Some of you may be asking, who the hell is this guy? Or for those of you who are slightly more enlightened, which Baldwin brother is that? Well, don't worry, my mother still confuses us, but indulge me for a moment while I clarify. I was not the one in Hunt for Red October. I was in Backdraft. I was not the one in The Usual Suspects. I was in The Squid and the Whale. And I am not the one on 30 Rock. I was on Dirty Sexy Money, and I'm currently starring on Parenthood, Gossip Girl, and the cable feature The Craigslist Killer coming in January. Check local listings. It's tough to be a celebrity, I tell you. You gotta be strong, real strong. Tough getting old and Holly weird too. Been at it over 20 years now. I used to get, Billy Baldwin, oh my God, is it you? You are so hot. You are my favorite. Seriously, that sliver with Sharon Stone, are you kidding me? Can I kiss you? Now it's, oh my God, it's him, oh my God, I can't believe it. You have no idea. Oh my God, you have no idea. My mother thinks that you are so hot. Can I have a picture with you? Seriously, she's gonna freak out. She's gonna freak out. My mother thinks you're so hot. And recently I got my new favorite. You're gonna love this. Woman comes up to me on the street and says, thank you for all your good work. Thank you for all your great work. I'm a big fan of yours and the entire family. Well, I say, thank you. That's very nice of you to say. She says, how did you all get started in the business? I mean, really, all of those brothers working in Hollywood at the same time. That's so amazing. How did you get started? Did you follow in your father's footsteps? I said, no, my dad was a high school teacher. He's not in the business. She says, no, really? I thought he was an actor too. I said, no, actually, he died when I was in college. He's not in the business, trust me. With that, she says, that's funny. Then who's that guy on 30 Rock? I always thought he was your father, no? I've never said that publicly. I was gonna save it for David Letterman to really humiliate my brother, but I broke it out here today. So, YouTube, thank you. As I mentioned, my father was an amazing guy. He was a government teacher and a football coach for 32 years at the crosstown rival high school, the Massapequa Chiefs. He also coached the rifle team, ran the Key Club, the Youth Council, the Cub Scouts, the Little League, and the summer and winter recreation programs. He and my mother raised 6 kids on Long Island in the 60s and 70s on about 20 grand a year. Sometimes I wonder why my father took on so many of these responsibilities. Was it because he needed the extra cash, even though many of these programs were unpaid? Was it for his love for the kids and for the community? Or was it because he couldn't bear to be stuck in a house with a wife who drove him crazy and 6 lunatic kids who wound up in the emergency room every other week? I went to public elementary, junior high, high school, and right here to this fabulous public institution, Binghamton University. The first week I came to school here in 1981, I received a card in the mail from my father with $20 in it. In it, he told me how proud he was of me for attending college, how hard I would have to work, and how lucky I was to be able to attend such an outstanding institution of higher learning. 2 weeks later, he got paid every 2 weeks, I received another card with $20 inside. He said, how's it going? You studying hard? I wanted to send you a few bucks so you could buy some books or take the boys out for a couple of beers. Like clockwork, the third envelope arrived 2 weeks later. This time it contained a 10-page letter. In it, he told me how much he loved me and how proud of me he was, but that he could no longer afford to send me the $20 every 2 weeks. Money was tight, and he was never very good at balancing the budget, so I was on my own. You know what? I thought it was so awesome of him that he even tried. I always loved him for that, for caring so much about me and for always trying. You know, some think that it's fashionable to be idealistic with commencement speeches. Some think that if you've been touched by success in some way, that it breeds some sort of enlightenment or wisdom, and it's incumbent upon you to share it with others. That I have some secret that I'm going to let you in on and show you how to become a member of the club. It's funny, but when I tried to come up with something to share with you today that was profound, something important, some advice, a little morsel of wisdom, I couldn't think of one thing related to my career that mattered. Don't get me wrong, I have incredible respect and reverence for acting and filmmaking, and tremendous gratitude for all the gifts that my career has bestowed upon me and my family. But everything that's really important to me that I could share with you here today has nothing to do with show business. In the end of the day, I'm a kid from Massapequa, Long Island, who is 25 years removed from graduation at Binghamton University. A graduate just like all of you here today. In those 25 years, I have experienced many things. I've had many successes and many failures too. I've hit a few bumps in the road and made mistakes along the way, and I've tried to learn from them. So with that, I thought I would share with you a few words of encouragement and a few pointers that I've picked up along the way in my 25 years since I've left this lovely campus. First, don't let the doomsday forecasters out there that are saying the economy is horrible and the job market is even worse. Don't believe them for a second. I am a member of the Screen Actors Guild. Its 150,000 members constitute one of the largest labor unions in America. Do you know what percentage of my union earns a living at the craft of acting as defined by the federal government? Their definition is $20,000 a year. Do you know what percentage of my union earns a living that makes at least $20,000 a year at acting? 3%. 97% of the 157,000 members of my union are waiting tables, bartending, and driving cabs and waiting for their break in Hollywood. Some of them have been waiting 6 months, some of them have been waiting for 15 years. The reason I share that with you is because if I could find work consistently over the last 20 years in a job market that has 97% unemployment, then I think you're going to be just fine. Look, you're young, you just graduated from one of the top universities in the country, and you have a future filled with nothing but opportunity in front of you. So, I mean, think about it. You're the best and the brightest. You're going out into the job market. There's going to be some great opportunities for you. So relax, enjoy this, and stay positive. Second, don't let the greatest role, coming from an actor, the word role, don't let the greatest role in your life flow from your job. Don't let it flow from your career. Let it come from your faith. Let it come from your values. Let it come from your role as a husband or a wife. Let it come from your role as a mother or a father. Let it come from your role as an active participatory member of your community or your church or your temple or your mosque or whomever your higher power is. I can tell you from experience as a father of 3 young children that there is no higher calling in life than someone that shows up for their kids. Let your career be a component of your life. Let it enhance your life. Don't let it define your life. Third, right now you think you know it all. You don't. Ask your parents. When you're 30 or 40, you'll look back and you'll know what I'm talking about. I know because I sat right there where you're sitting right now, and when I left Binghamton for New York City, I thought I had things pretty much figured out. Well, let me tell you, when I became famous and I traveled the world, I hadn't figured it out. When I purchased my first home and ran my first nonprofit organization, I hadn't figured it out. When I met my wife China, fell in love, and got married, I hadn't figured it out. When we had children and I became a father, I hadn't figured it out. And now I stand before you here today pushing 50 years old to testify that I still haven't figured it out. And you know what? That's the good news. That's the beauty. It's a process, it's an evolution, it's a journey. Always grow, always be curious, always ask questions, always let your imagination be your greatest asset, always seek knowledge, always challenge yourself to be curious, stimulated, and fulfilled. I was 10 times more interested in learning and experiencing new things in my late 20s and my 30s than I ever was when I left here. That's what an education at Binghamton University provides for you. It instills values that promote a lifetime of growth, a lifetime of learning. but only if you choose to embrace it, only if you choose to participate. It's the gift that keeps on giving. Preserve that. Don't let it die. It's too important. It'll come under attack, but fight it. You'll get a job, you'll launch your career. Many of you perhaps will get married and have children. You'll have bills to pay, taxes to pay, a mortgage to pay. Don't let these responsibilities hold you back. Don't let them take you prisoner. Never stop growing. Always ask questions. Always be curious. Be spontaneous. Take risks. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Most important, it's how you learn from these mistakes, how you respond to adversity. The answer to that question will have a profound impact on the shaping of your future. Fourth, keep it simple. One of the greatest technological advancements of the 21st century was the advent of the internet and the personal computer. Right up there with a light bulb and the combustion engine. It has revolutionized our culture and our economy. Unfortunately, one of the worst technological advancements of the 21st century is also the internet and personal computers, along with all those handheld gadgets that control our lives today. Due to these technological breakthroughs, we are living in an era where everything in the world is getting much faster and smaller. It has created a generation of overachieving, multitasking ADD zombies that are completely out of touch with themselves and the world around them. Cell phones, email, Facebook, Twitter, iPhone, iPad, I can't even say them all. We're taking on too much responsibility. It's causing too much stress. Many people are saying, stop the ride. I want to get off. This doesn't work for me anymore. I want to raise my kids, enjoy my life. I want to focus on what's important rather than running myself into the ground every day on this hamster wheel. Why don't you try this? Why don't you try doing a couple of things well, say 5 things. You should do 5 things well rather than doing 20 things halfway. You know, you should embrace these new technologies, use them to your advantage, but don't become a zombie. Take a breath, be in the moment, smell the flowers, simplify. Finally, be of service. Give back. It's a cynical time. There's a lot of apathy. People are losing faith in our public institutions. If you can hear over the shouting, the talking heads will tell you that government can't solve our problems anymore. It's too big. There's too much dysfunction. They're controlled by corporations. They can't be trusted. Well, maybe some of that's true, but don't lose faith. Don't become cynical. Government can still solve problems, but we live in an era where they are increasingly more independent upon our participation. They need our help. They need us as their partners. Just paying your taxes doesn't cut it anymore. You've heard the phrase, think globally, act locally. Do it. Get involved in Washington, in Albany, and most importantly, in your own communities. Private citizens doing public good, that's what it's all about. And there's plenty of work to be done. Poverty and hunger, social justice, climate change, education, children's issues, the arts, 2 wars, Veterans Affairs, coach a Little League team, volunteer at a nursing home. There are now over 1 million non-government organizations in this country today. More than half of those nonprofits, more than half of the 1 million, have sprung up in the last 10 years. So put on a glove and get in the game. And you know what? It starts right here at Binghamton. You may graduate from Binghamton today, but your relationship with this institution does not and should not end here, now, today. It should not. Thank you.